everybody, and welcome to some F1 24 career mode. That's right, it's been a very long time since I have done anything F1 game related, but I'm going to be starting an F1 24 driver career. I'm very excited. This is the first time that I'm testing out my new nerd purchase, which is a video capture device that I bought, and I'm very excited. I've got it all set up, I've got it hooked to my Xbox, and yes, this is the first time I'm trying it out, so I'm really hoping that everything is going to work really well. And now I can actually record gameplay content again, which means that I can actually, make F1 gaming videos again, which is going to be really exciting. So we're going to be starting a driver career, because my team in this game is pretty basic, because obviously they sort of spent all the time focusing on driver career mode for this year, and my team's kind of just been left to its own devices. And to be honest, I mean, it's all right for what it is, but I'm not going to ramble too much about it. So we're going to skip straight to F1. I'm going to go to a custom season. We're not going to do a full season. We're going to do like 16 races. Let's see what we've got to put in. Now, do I go Miami or do I go Monaco? That's a really tough. No, it's not. In you get Monaco. So we've got Bahrain, Australia, Japan, China. Do I want China in there? Should I keep that in there? Imola, Monaco, Canada, Spain, Austria. Is there any like omissions? I would quite like Cota's got a come. Do you know what? I'm going to take out China. I'm going to put in Cota. I want Mexico as well. Put in Mexico. Take out Qatar. Take out Abu Dhabi. And put Azerbaijan in. I think I actually might put Spain out for Hungary, because I know a lot of people think Hungary is quite boring, but I actually really like it. So yeah, we're going to go with that track. We're going to start in Bahrain. Yeah, calendar looks good to me. In terms of AI difficulty, now I will level with you, I'm not great at this game, but I do like challenging myself. So we're going to start on 90, we're going to see how it goes. It might be too easy, it might be too difficult, I don't really know. We'll just see how it goes and adjust accordingly. Also, I do apologise if you can hear, like, it's like the windy. I decided to record this on the windiest day possible, and I've got like this sheet that hangs over my roof, and when it's really windy it sort of bounces around, and so if you do pick that up, I am really sorry. But we are going to create our driver. Where's that generic face that I always pick? Is that him? I don't think that's him. That's him. Always go with him, even though he's got hair and I haven't got any. Right, we are British, and my name. Audio name, I'm usually tempted to go with something funny, but as we're not going to hear it, I'm just going to pick my surname. And then driver number. Now this might be the last game that I ever get to pick this number, my beloved 43, because if Franco Colapinto stays in F1 next year, then I won't be able to use it anymore, which would be really sad. But nevertheless, in we go. Helmet and in emotes. I'm not really that bothered about the helmet. We've got no emotes to use apart from the generic one. We've got all these generic things. I'm just going to get straight into it. I've never really thought about my helmet ever. Right, which driver academy do we want? Tempted by Mercedes, tempted by Ferrari. Red Bull, you've only got 2 options. Alpine and McLaren, you've only really got 1 option. I guess I'm tempted by Alpine actually, even though it's only 1 team. Obviously we can move teams, it doesn't really matter. But obviously I'm guessing if we go into the Alpine Driver Academy, we're going to start off with Alpine. So career identity, so we're starting off 65 rating, which is obviously pretty low. And we can actually start with any team we like. I thought we could only start with like lower ranked teams, but we can actually start with any team. Given that we have signed up with the Alpine Academy, it makes sense to stick with Alpine. we will go for... I'll go for Pierre Gasly. I've got nothing against Esteban Ocon, but you know that Gasly's not going to cause you any crash damages. So, you know, he's got that in his locker. And I've just got to hope that I don't cause any myself. There we go, we've got this lovely cutscene right now that we're probably not going to hear. And if we haven't got any subtitles, we're not going to see what's... Oh, no, we have. I do like this. They have... I give Codemasters credit. They have made a real effort with this year. But hopefully, hopefully when it comes to F1 25, that's the one where my team's going to get a big revamp. I think it does need it because it's been a bit stale for a while. But yeah, here we go. This is a kickstart to our career in Monaco, signing the contract to become a Formula 1 driver. Okay, so now we've got to set ourselves targets. So it says recommended 69. I will go for 69. I will avoid any obvious jokes that have been made millions of times over. We'll sign the contract. Got a lovely little home here. I don't know if that's our... Oh, it'll be a very big apartment. And with a lot of trophies that we haven't earned yet. So obviously, I mean, F1 24 has been out for a while. It's been out for a few months now, so I don't think I really need to go through anything major. Obviously, these are the specialists that you can use to help upgrade your cars. To be honest, I don't use these as much as I should. We'll get into these kind of later on when they become available. Obviously, we've got the driver details, we've got R&D stuff that we've had before. So yeah, I think I'm not really going to mess around. I think we're just going to get straight into it and straight to the first race of the season. Obviously, we've got this new grid reveal now, which is kind of cool. I don't know why I say new grid reveal. This game's been out for months, but obviously I'm playing this for the first time on camera. But yeah, it's a nice, cool little feature. And obviously, one thing I did notice is that obviously it changes with the lineups, but it always does it in, I think it's either constructor order or reverse constructor order of the previous season, which I think is pretty cool. And it takes into account the previous season as well, which is a nice little touch, really. So we've got another little cutscene here. I'm probably just gonna cut straight to qualifying. I'm not going to show practice or anything because it's kind of boring, and once you get all the intro stuff out of the way, you kind of just want to get into it. Just realised that I've selected a 5-lap race for this weekend. I was supposed to do 25%, and because I do 5 laps quite a lot because I like to get through it quickly, but for this career mode I was going to do 25%, and I just realised I haven't changed it. So I think obviously I can't change it now because I'm midway through a weekend, so I think this might have to be just a quick little first episode, and then we'll do a 5-lap race, and then we'll just use this episode to get familiar with the series, and then we'll go properly next time. Oh geez, I've never taken a corner that badly. It's the pressure of being recorded, I guess. Oh, we're going to be last. I forget how understeery the car always is at the start of a career. It's like you're driving a boat. And obviously I know the Alpine was really bad at the start of the season. So, oh god, this is going to be so bad. This is even worse than that lap I did on the F1 2014 stream yesterday. I honestly think this is one of the worst qualifying laps I've ever done. Right, wide for the final time for this lap anyway, and it's going to be P20. It's going to be an awful time. I dread to think how far off the pace we are. 20th and plumb last. So Lando Norris, I'm assuming, is on pole. He was on top throughout pretty much the whole lap. Verstappen in second. Pierre Gasly a respectable 10th. But we are all the way down. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're a second slower than Sargent. We're a second slower than Show. Oh, that is is bad. That is bad, people. Let's hope our race pace is better than our quali pace, eh? So let's get straight into it. It is going to be 5 laps, I'm afraid. I wanted it to be 25%, but it's not. So it is going to be a shortened race, I'm afraid. But let's get straight into the race and see if we can salvage something from this god-awful qualifying. Okay, here we go. It's time for lights out at the Bahrain Grand Prix. We've been waiting for months and it's finally here. It's the best Crofty impression you will ever hear. Oh crap, let's skip the grid. Is it going to do it anyway, or is it just glitched? I don't think it meant to do that. I think I've glitched it. Alright, whatever. We know where we're starting. Okay, we might be at the back of the grid. It's not the best place to start. No shit, Sherlock. Right, let's give it everything we got. 5 laps. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 laps. Let's go, go, go. One of Murray Walker's best mistakes. It makes me laugh every time I hear it. As we head down towards turn 1, I feel a dive bomb coming on, but we got to be careful because we could damage our front ring really easily around the outside of Sergio Perez. We could be up into the points here. We could be past Gasly. We've got to be careful. Might go to the outside, round the outside of my teammate, into B9. We've made it up into the points. The AI are really slow on the first lap. As Gasly comes back at me, having a look up the inside, it's a little bit dicey there. I'm sure it's on 90 AI. I'm sure I put it on 90 AI. It's lower. So I put it on 0 or something. But why am I so quick? I'm sure as the race will go on, I can see Hamilton like streaking away now. The AI have woken up. That's a pretty good start, if I say so myself. Start was more than fine, mate. It was absolutely legendary. Though we've got to be careful now because Piastri is right on our tail. He's going to want to go down the inside. We're going to take him to the outside. He's going to pass me anyway, but we should have the advantage of the inside line. Get right back up the inside and pass Oscar Piastri. Retain the place. And we got DRS because we were in the DRS zone. Not that it's having any effect because Piastri is still closing. I've taken that corner awfully. But yeah, if we can bring points home, I've got to say, I know on previous F1 games and older games, the AI used to be terrible on lap 1. But I haven't seen them that bad on lap 1 for ages. I do apologise if you can hear those sheets shattering, not shattering, blowing around in the wind. Right, I'm really worried about this straight. So obviously it's not just Piastri we've got behind, it's a whole gaggle of cars like Alonso and many others. See, my teammate is one of those. Just keep the car in the middle of the track and hopefully it'll be enough. So give Piastri a bit of a squeeze there. Maybe that was a bit naughty, but we didn't touch, we didn't come together. It was fine. So we'll go to the inside again, force Piastri to the outside, and he's not even going to make it this time. I forgot about these objectives. I haven't had any objectives like those for ages though. Unless if I somehow turned objectives off on my previous games. Because I haven't had any tyre surface objectives for ages. Maybe I turned them off. Because to be fair, they are quite annoying. And they don't really do anything. So I'm not really bothered if I hit this target or not. I know they supposedly help with like development and stuff, but I'm really not that bothered. Oh, I know why I haven't had those objectives for ages. It's because I've been playing my team for the last few weeks. That's why. That makes sense. Oh no, I failed. What a shame. It's Piastri to the outside. We've got Alonso on the inside. We've got absolutely no battery. I have to try and... Oh, think I might have to concede those places. Give our teammate a little bit of a touch there. I had no battery. Obviously, I sort of auto deploy ERS because I'm not very good at managing it. So we're going to get back up the end side. That was a bit naughty there. We've got 2 laps left. Can we try and hold on for some points? But yeah, I tend to just leave all the management stuff on automated just because, 1, I'm not that good at it, and 2, I kind of just want to play the game. And sometimes that means that I run out of battery on straights and stuff and I'm left defenceless. So it is the Las Vegas Grand Prix tomorrow as I record this. George Russell on pole with a fantastic lap, Sainz and Gasly in the top 3. So yeah, should be pretty interesting. Well worth getting up at 6 AM for. I mean, not that Europeans can really moan because we get most of the season on our time, so not complaining. I swear. But yeah, it should be a pretty fun race. Las Vegas was really fun last year. It's one of my favourite races of 2023. Not that there were many great races in 2023 as we come together there. We've come away. I'm continuing the Gasly and Ocon relationship. Right, we've got just. Oh God, I think Pierre Gasly hates me already. I might have cost him a point. It's pretty horrendous driving from myself, I'll be honest. I don't claim to be great at these games. I'm pretty awful. I just like playing them. I've never really been good at video games despite playing them for my whole life, which says quite a lot, really. But yeah, a couple of naughty manoeuvres on Pierre Gasly. He must be thinking I'm Esteban Ocon in disguise. Although, to be fair, it was really nice in Brazil when they got that double podium. It was really nice to see them both smiling together and being friendly with each other, and you know, after a year's fallout, it's quite nice. Obviously, it's nice for them to end on a good note because obviously Ocon's going to Haas at the end of this year, as we're going to come across the line for a completely undeserved P9. Probably should have finished 11th. A couple of naughty manoeuvres on my part, but we've recovered from the back of the grid to take some points on the opening race of the season. So we got 2 more points than I thought we would. So yeah, pretty happy with that. We will have a longer race in the second episode. That was my fault. I just didn't switch the setting, so that's my bad. But obviously with all the setting up and all the admin stuff, it's probably worked out all right. It's George Russell takes the first race of the season, and Crofty there still trying to make Russell hustle happen. It's not going to happen. It's George Russell comes through. So Lando Norris in second, Carlos Sainz in third. So it could be a competitive first season. Leclerc fourth, Verstappen fifth, Lewis Hamilton sixth, Alonso seventh, Piastri eighth, myself in ninth, and Pierre Gasly rounding out the top 10. And surprise, surprise, Sergio Perez being an absolute mile behind his teammate, not scoring any points. So yeah, pretty realistic on that front. But yeah, have a look at the standings. Obviously, they're going to be the exact same as the top 10 works. It's the first round. And let's have a look at the constructors. Mercedes leading the way on 34 points, Ferrari on 27, McLaren 22, Red Bull on 10, Aston Martin on 6, Alpine on 3, and the other teams all yet to score. So yeah, that is the end of the first episode of this F124 career mode. I'm hoping to make quite a lot of videos on this because I feel like I'm making up for lost time, because I've been out of action for quite a while and I haven't been able to make videos for such a long time. So yeah, it's going to be really nice to get back on the horse and make F1 gaming videos again, and make gaming videos in general. I can do a lot more games now as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this series. I hope you guys are too. Thank you so much for watching this video, I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, please consider hitting the like button. If you like what you see and you want to stick around, why not hit the subscribe button so you can be notified of future videos like this one. Comment below any thoughts and suggestions you may have, anything you'd like to see. And yeah, I will see you in Australia for episode 2. Thanks once again, take care of yourselves, have an awesome day. Bye for now.